appears to be the Mon Highlands, in which case, we should probably begin our search in Canbalar.
I haven't been there in a while. That needs to run away. Yeah, they see we're crazy leveled. Guys, actually, no. Give me music.
I doubt explaining the situation is going to work. I will draw their attention. You all keep moving.
Wingo, pressure,
Thurston, you out on patrol?
Zhao. Okay.
Yes.
His Majesty King Millard has been looking for you. It sounded important.
Millard. So, he's still alive in this world. Is His Majesty ahead?
Yes. Wait.
Wingle isn't that stupid. Wingle isn't that stupid.
We've reached the bitter end of our long battle. I think even you would be excited.
Yes, of course. I am.
And once that it's all finally over with, think of the outcome. It will be our time to shine.
I'm excited about our victory and all, but if I lost you guys in the process, it would be pointless.
I can't agree with you more. That goes for you too, you know. Don't ever forget it, Erston.
Well, technically they wouldn't really feel cold, but you know, I mean,
stuff obviously isn't your thing.
that's if the developers want to do that. I mean,
who's there?
Erston, why?
An imposter? One of Noctigal's spies?
What? Impossible!
But he looks just like him.
On your way to assassinate the king, are you?
Everyone, this man is no friend of ours.
Clearly, there is no reasoning with you in your current state. Forgive me for getting everyone involved.
It's okay.
Now.
oh, one-winged Wingle. Here we go again, bro. Zhao's down, Wingle's down, Agria next, then pressure. Boom.
You okay?
I'm fine. Just forget it.
Forgive us.
Most likely not. It's best to probably warm them up.
Why did he apologize?
That wasn't meant for me.
Are you okay?
The Chimeriad were bound together through common goals and ideologies. I'd thought us otherwise indifferent to each other. Were we friends all along? Let's hurry on.
So who's this Millard guy, anyway?
He was a former king of Azul, and a wretched excuse for a human being. may very well be this world's divergence catalyst.
Good, we don't have a problem killing him. Let me stop. Did not mean to go back. Oh yeah, I forgot we had the fast run in the second one. Yuze is just so perfect in every way.
The Millard I knew told...
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
I see a save point.
Is Millard not the divergence catalyst after all?
It's possible that this thing already eliminated Millard.
I'm going to guess this is our target then.
Show no mercy. Careful. This one is no ordinary monster.
It's probably been artificially created.
Presence of King Millard.
Done.
I thought it would never end.
Yeah.
Are you still thinking about the Chimeriad?
I suppose I am.
Perhaps you'll see them again in another dimension.
Possibly. This has all helped me realize something. Luger, I need to find Tanner. Will you help me? Thank you. I'm glad to have you as an ally.
Let's return to Triglav.
The reason why your controller won't work is because if you're emulating Bakugan on RPCS3, it's recommended to use an actual PS3 controller via USB. They don't take any regular controllers. They don't just take any controller. You're gonna have to use your actual PS3 controller because the game is technically treated as it's kind of treated like a motion game, kind of like how they did on the Wii. You'll need the PS3 controller in order to shake the controller in order to throw the Bakugan. That is why. If you don't have a PS3 controller, you can't get it to work, my guy. That's the only way for it to work. I'm not sure about PS4. If you got a PS4, you can try, but it's recommended to use a PS3.
Let's go find Tanner.
There's always other ways too. You don't need to use RPCS3. You can emulate it off of a PCSX2, PS2 emulator. That's another way.
What do you want?
Kyle was concerned about you. He even threw a punch at me.
He what? Whatever, me and him are through.
If that's the case, let me tell you a story.
You actually
There
go to
was a
shit.
time when I had people I could call friends. They sacrificed their own lives so that I might achieve my goal. Now, they are gone.
Never heard of friends like that. That sounds like something else.
Perhaps so. They were subordinates first and friends second. I'm sure each had his or her own hopes and dreams, but circumstances got in the way of those dreams. We had obligations, which is why I now stand before you, alone.
You don't seem too broken up about it.
There was a time when I lost my composure, and because of that, when Kyle struck me, I did not know how to respond.
Ha! So you do regret what happened to them?
No.
No, he
It
doesn't.
just made me think about how things would have been different had we merely been friends.
Where are you going with this? What's your point? What the hell are you trying to say?
That I envy you, I suppose, for having friends who would stand by you even when they hold different beliefs.
Tanner! Erston, listen, about what happened.
My story is done here. I'll be on my way. What about you?
I'm not gonna say nothing with you watching.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
The job postings sure are beneficial. Why, we could put in requests for all the world's finest foods. But then, I guess we'd have to offer a suitable reward for each one.
Alright, who else? Who else got some story events going on? Story events, story events. Let me see, let me see, let me see. No. Let me see. Marksville. I can't forget to get on SD Gundam Cross Race today too.
Elise, Leia, I'll be blunt. That sounds far too sweet.
Too much sweetness can make you nauseous.
There's nothing wrong with a little sweetness. But maybe you're just too bitter.
Trust me, I'm older than you. You will only regret this afterwards.
More like a
You
million
mustn't
years
be
older.
swept away by the pursuit of fleeting pleasures.
I understand your point, but still. Luger, what do you think? Is sweetness so bad?
Sweetness must be balanced. I like that. Sweetness must be balanced.
See, a chef understands. You can't appreciate sweetness without contrast. That's why the most
That's so
profound
true. Sweetness must be
comes from a
balanced.
simple slice of lightly salted watermelon.
Needs to be balanced in
Lilo is
between.
exactly right. There is no topping the natural fundamental sweetness of fruit. Yet you would befoul it by piling on pudding and ice cream, and who knows what else.
But isn't that every girl's dream? Sugar is a woman's most potent weapon in the never-ending battle against daily stress.
A weapon that gradually
Why do you think
transforms
women
into
stuff
a heavy
themselves
sheet of
years later
armor
on through
around their
depression?
waist.
You think I don't know that?
What are we...
We've been debating what dessert we want you to make for us.
And the spirits won. Start cutting that watermelon, Luger. Do you have a minute? I'm sorry to bother you, but I wanted you to have this.
Women are so
I know
cheeky.
you're no stranger to suffering, shouldering even burdens that aren't yours to bear. Consider this a token of my support. I have great respect for you and your efforts, but please, be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Raise the harbor in Marksburg. What do you got? It's all the way over there. Alright.
Rowan brought me up to speed.
I'd tell you to cheer up, but I'm guessing that dog won't hunt right now, will it?
We have confirmed your arrival. Arrange the way markers of Canaan into a 5-pointed star. It creeps me out how they always know where we are.
What do we do?
So what happens if we arrange the way markers?
Perhaps when brought together, they form a path to the
Waifus.
land.
Waifus everywhere. Let me stop.
One way to find out. After all, you and Luger were the ones who gathered them.
Sure. I can put them down, but how am I supposed to arrange them?
Into a star shape, just like this.
I still remember how to draw a star. Sure, you can take more than one out.
Hey look! Check it out! I did it!
Your dad's not here, so it's not the same. Feel that.
Hey Luger? You and Daddy are like the same person, right? Do you not want me? Because I'm the fake elf? Like Daddy didn't want me?
Luger! Up there!
It's Julius, isn't it? That's gotta be Julius popping out.
Damn you, Origin. I cannot believe that you hid it there.
Is that the land of Canaan?
Gotta fight Julius
You've got to
soon.
be kidding me.
No, this is no joke.
Who would have thought?
Where is it?
The way markers were the
It's
means to
leaked,
summon
so
Cain.
technically it's either
How did
true
we
or
know
not.
where to find
But
it?
it's leaked though.
How do we get ourselves there?
They can either stop. They could probably.
Have music blasted out of the sky!
They'll probably either
You a violent little thing.
confirm it's fake or not. But there was a website for it.
Futile. Merely approaching will not grant you access.
Kronos.
So that is
Technically, the website did show the game covers for the console to be confirmed for, but still.
I never dreamt you'd get all the waymarkers. I wasted too much time dealing with the Seeker.
Just give up, Luger. You can't beat him.
You should heed your own advice, human, lest you wish to become a divergence catalyst.
All those catalysts we've encountered, it wasn't you creating them?
All I did was grant the power of the Chromatus to the scions of Kresnik. Catalysts are the result of those Kresnik surrendering to their desires and abusing their power. Strange how you never realized that, even as you condemned dimensions as false and destroyed them. Tell me, how exactly did you determine the real from the false? Humans are naught but simpering fools.
No need to wait for Origin's trial to tell me that.
Luger, run!
You can't! Glasses guy is in trouble!
Yeah, yes it is.
Catalysts are the result of those Kresnik surrendering to their desires and abusing their power. You are terminally infantile.
Why doesn't he transform already?
You have to stop using the Chromatus.
He can't transform because he'll hurt L if he does. He'll be using L's power.
And foul beyond reckoning.
Everybody, run!
What are those?
L! No, Luger, stay back!
Shield arts!
couldn't handle all of us?
Were you the only ones who dodged them? How pathetic.
Know that there is one thing you will never break. My will.
Pitiful human emotions.
You don't get it, do you?
That emotion is what makes us stronger.
You are about to learn a fatal lesson about what kind of spirit I am.
You'll find we know.
More than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention, children.
Where'd his wounds go?
He can heal so quickly.
Why bother with healing when you can reverse time itself?
Reverse time? That can only mean...
Indeed, I am Kronos, master and great spirit of time.
Ooh, careful. That's right, this is gonna be very annoying. Bang, 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 bang.
Perhaps I toyed too much.
The great spirit, Kronos.
Quite the opponent.
We would have been done without you, Luger.
You are resolute, but I suppose you wouldn't have summoned Kanan were you weaker of will.
He's reversing time again.
This is getting old fast.
Time is infinite, but yours is at an end.
You leave him alone!
What's this? Why did the art fade? Move.
No!
So be it.
father.
You only get one life. Don't waste it.
Ah, Beasley Bakur.
There's a secret to entering Canaan, and I possess it. Correct.
You presume much.
I should tell you, we acquired the final waymarker of Canaan, the ultimate chromatis bearer in a fractured dimension. So in this world, it still very much exists.
Beasley has a chromatis too?
Maybe you can beat the Key of Kresnik alone. But can you handle the both of us?
You know, come to think of it, I had another good story to tell.
I confess, a duel such as that would be challenging.
Might be a bit crazy, but I'll pop it up soon.
One-on-one is better.
I agree.
They teleported.
So little power left, and he risks it all.
Beasley, when you said you knew the way into Canaan, did you mean it?
Yes.
I don't want to go. Who needs the land of Canaan? I bet you it's dumb anyway.
But you wanted to go there.
You know we need to. How else are we going to eliminate the fractured dimensions if we don't?
Do what you want. Go to Canaan for all I
Her
can.
father's gone. She has nothing to
Just
fight
leave
for
Luger
anymore.
and me out of it.
No need to get worked up.
We made a promise to go to Canaan together. But that promise was dumb. It doesn't matter. Why would it?
Later, ours.
Daddy's promises were just lies. Some things are bigger than promises.
Well. She's right about one thing. Luger, you don't require the chromatis anymore.
Outlived his usefulness?
No. He has simply fulfilled his duty to my full satisfaction. Our family spent eons dreaming of this day, and now, thanks to him, it's arrived. Luger, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. Now I see why Julius worried about you so. Go to her, then what? Lest you forget, if you use the chromatis to fix things,
She'll transform into a divergence catalyst.
don't worry about the girl. One of my staff will keep an eye on her.
You know, she probably just needs some time alone, Luger.
Now then, how exactly do we enter Canaan?
I'll explain back at HQ.
What was that
No
story?
need to feel anxious.
Okay, so the story is this was, I think, about 15 years ago. I would say 15 years ago. Can't remember the exact year. Probably around 20. What year did the Nintendo DS come out? Because I think it would be a year after the Nintendo DS dropped. So. Appreciate that like stuff. Yeah, I gotta get on Ultimate Ninja 4 afterwards too. back in 2004. Okay, so I would probably say around 2005, which was a year after its release, I think, or a couple months after its release. And I think I had two DSs, the red one and the blue one. I think my red one broke, can't remember, but I had the blue one by the time. And you guys remember how the prices were for Nintendo DSs back in the day and shit when they first released. Compared to now, you can get any Nintendo DS these days, I would assume, probably for like $100 or so. Right? I guess $100 is how much it would be in 2024. Not that people really need it, especially with the Nintendo 3DS out and the Switch and shit. Nah, especially with the Switch. I don't think anyone cares for the DSi or the... Nobody didn't really care much for the DSi, did they? Did the DSi even have much games? No, it didn't. I doubt it. They didn't even have game exclusive. I can't remember, but... Alright, so my mom had bought me another Nintendo DS, I think. I forgot what happened to my first one. Maybe it probably broke or something, but my mom bought me a second one, and I always took it to school with me, even though I wasn't supposed to. So I would always hide it from my mom. But I remember when I first brought my Nintendo DS home to school, and the thing about it is that
Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
Don't make Luger
when I got on the bus, it was gone.
One wish I cannot.
Literally.
Not without your help.
When I got on the bus,
You'll need to obey my orders right down to the letter.
it was gone, literally. You know how, like in the Polar Express movie, when the main character, the boy, literally he had the bells with him and stuff like that, but then when he got back on the train and shit like that, the bells were gone. Because I think his although it was kind of a different situation for him, because like his what you call it, wasn't his pocket ripped or something? His pocket was ripped and the bell fell out, I would assume. For me, it was never ripped or anything like that. It's just, for some reason, I felt like my Nintendo DS disappeared from my pocket.
That's really true.
Luger, listen.
Yes, I would imagine that's the primary reason.
Mila.
However, Elle had managed to overcome her fear and sorrow for as long as we've been traveling together. Her soul is old.
But when I lost it, because dude,
she understands why you had to fight her father.
Whenever me being a kid and stuff like that, and me getting things from my mom, you know, like expensive things. If I ever lost that shit,
The problem is that despite understanding,
if I ever lost that shit, bro, my mom would give me an ass whooping. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know why I'd even mention that I lost these things to my mom.
Still,
Like I should have just kept my mouth shut and just not do anything. But I would make up these lies. I would make up these lying questions and stuff, and I would just be like, "Mom, do you know where my Nintendo DS is at?" So each time she would ask me, "Are you sure you didn't lose it or anything like that?" I said no. Second time she asked, "Are you sure you didn't lose it?" No. She was like, "Let's keep looking." Third time she was like, "Are you sure you didn't lose it? Tell me this last time." I said, "Okay, I lost it." And then the moment I saw her face, bro, as it blew up and stuff, bro, I got an ass whooping. I got an ass whooping, and I was put on punishment from any other games that I had. I got an ass whooping. This is literally a true story that I remember. And that is the truth. I got an ass whooping from that, and pretty much that's what happened. I had a bunch more stories too, but
I don't know. And until we truly understand
but for all my portable systems that I ever owned, I own a Nintendo DS, which obviously died over the years or broke over the years. 3DS.
You want us to just forget about his death?
And that was it.
What kind of sob story did he feed you anyway?
Mr. President, something really is wrong with Luger.
Of course. Something is always wrong with people who need that kind of money. The guy even has a terrorist in his family.
Damn.
That's not true. Luger and Julius are...
if you can't do your job, then I'd be happy to accept your resignation.
My brother had a
There's no
PSP.
room for bleeding hearts in the banking business, my dear.
He had a PSP.
It's okay. It just burns me up to hear him talk about you and Julius that way. It would seem this money is a source of unhappiness for her. Why not just pay her back?
We would if we had the money.
Wait until Elle returns anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Let's see, what else? I think those were the only portable systems I had. Portable games I had.
We've completed preparations in accordance with directions from President Bakor. Please make your way to the Spurious offices with all due haste. I'll be waiting for you.
So be it.
Marketing Plan Section 2. Tendencies in the naivete of Rizemaxians and how to deal with them. Luger, this isn't about deceiving anyone. It's just sound business analysis. And who knows the two countries better than I?
You are quite an ace with those backflips. But aren't those hard on your back? Here, allow me to apply
Let's see, what else do it have?
compress to head off any swelling.
But yeah, of course my mom was mad and she gave me an ass whooping. But you know, she works hard, you know, every parent works hard. Every parent works hard and stuff to give their kids certain things that they want and stuff. So if they honestly lose that, that's kind of like a, you know, that's kind of like a waste of money and stuff like that. And it means hard work down the drain. So, what else did I have? My mom didn't talk to me for like a full week until that blew over, mind you. Let's see, what else? So there was this one time. There was literally this one time. Hold on, let me recharge thingy broken. If you got it for the first time when it first released and stuff like that, then maybe it was because those were the early models back then. Now, yeah, it's good we have emulation now. Nowadays, people don't even need to buy certain consoles and stuff like that. People can just save money like that. But then again, even emulation can fuck up most of the time since it's not fully perfect. There was this hold on, let me see. There was this one time too where I actually, so back then when I had my Xbox 360 and stuff, technically I still have one later on, but it's bought with my money though, not my mom's. But there were so many games that I wanted back then that were still releasing and stuff. And
I saw you come in here, and I just hate being left out.
Xbox had games that Xbox like the PS3, Xbox also had what you call it?
Are you saying we're not welcome? Only Erston is good.
Games in the Xbox arcade store. In the Xbox store they had some arcade games and stuff. They had Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles. And the funny shit is that the funny shit is that
What?
Hold on, let me see this cutscene real quick.
No point in refusing when he gets like this. He'll break. It'll happen.
Yes, but Fenmont.
What, is Fenmont lame or something?
Erston's not a fan of crowds. Isn't that right?
Why are you doing this?
Okay, so what was I saying again?
Well, what about that?
Those were actually the games I wanted to get because I never played those games back then.
Yeah, that place.
So this was when Xbox first released the old classic Sonic games, the Xbox Marketplace. So what I did was I because my mom's credit card is actually on my Xbox account since technically her email was used to create my Xbox Live account. Obviously, I don't use it anymore because, you know, I have my own email with a newer account since I lost that account. And what happened is, me being an idiot back then, I ended up just like, since I wanted to get Sonic 1 all the way to Sonic and Knuckles, so I ended up buying like a full trilogy of 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. So I ended up using my mom's credit card to buy 4 of those games, not knowing that you know, that I was actually, you know, not knowing that I was actually using it, and I thought it was like free money just handed to me. Not only that, but I bought some props. I bought some props for my avatar too. I bought the Bleach props because they were, you know, they were bringing out anime props and stuff like that, attachments and stuff like that. To Xbox by the time. That's when they pretty much brought Bleach props by the time. So I ended up getting me the Holification mask, Ichigo Shihakusho outfit. And I think I also got me Renji's Shihakusho version. And I think that was it. Yeah, okay. And I think I got me the guitar because, you know, they charged money for avatar props and stuff like that, and I don't really know why I gave a fuck about it back then, but but you know, my mom didn't know who got it or whichever. And you know, me and my brother pretty much got into a fight and he snitched on me. And this is the truth, he snitched on me. That's when my mom found out the person that was, you know, buying shit from her credit card years ago. And that was me. And I got a long ass whooping for it. The problem with that is it was also hard to pay certain bills and rent and all that stuff because of the amount of money I used from it. So it did kind of cause her a lot of trouble. But because obviously family is important and stuff like that, my grandma and everyone pitched in to help pay for that. But I did get an ass whooping, a very long ass whooping. And because of that, I ended up being on punishment for a year. There you go. I was on punishment for a whole entire year, but halfway through that year, I was off punishment. This was by the time Rage and Blast came out, I think. By the time Rage and Blast came out. Back then, throughout those years, we were on punishment a lot of times. Like, for many months and stuff like that, and couldn't go on the game. So, during those days, whenever our mom was at work, we would just sneak our games out. Because she would always take the game systems and literally hide them somewhere. She would take the game systems and she would literally hide them somewhere. And like I said before, she would hide them, but they weren't really in a... No, he wasn't in trouble. He's not in trouble because he didn't do anything. He wouldn't be in trouble because he never accessed the credit card. I'm the one who accessed it. Sapstrap Deepwood. Let me see. Where's Sapstrap Deepwood? Haven't been here in a damn while, bro. Hold up.
You know, even though we went our separate ways, I still feel so comfortable around you. Isn't that weird?
It's not as if we became entirely different people. That said, hearing you say that is not unpleasant.
But I have a lot of stories, honestly, but that's how that story went.
Now this is a forest.
We were on punishment lots of times, and we always sneaked out our games whenever our mom was at work.
This path runs straight through it, but it's not exactly a walk in the park.
We'll be fine. But you know,
And we're adults
you
now,
handle
so
monsters.
we're pretty much adults now, so we can do whatever we want. We were kids. We didn't have time to be pissed at each other. We would get over that shit easily, compared to now.
Package here. Anyone up for some tofu miso soup or something?
You have surprisingly austere taste.
Those children have become quite enamored with you.
Is that so?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's a fine opportunity to introduce Olympians to the highlights of Riza Maxian culture.
I'm hardly an expert at that sort of promotion, but I suppose there is value in these sorts of cultural exchanges. Luger, what aspects of Riza Maxia interest you?
Its political situation.
Why would you pick something so boring?
Luger is a serious man. I shall
Of
attempt
course
to
women would
explain.
think that way.
A little over a year ago, Riza Maxia was composed of two different countries, known as Ajul and Rashagal. The new Riza Maxia was born from the union of those two nations, with me as its king. The two nations had an adversarial relationship and significant cultural differences, so the unification process was fraught with difficulties. In order to
I love this type of talk.
we are provisionally maintaining a twofold approach to administrative, economic, and legal affairs. We are currently drafting the blueprint for a gradual and peaceful transition to complete unification.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a hassle.
It is a grueling process. My subordinates are only able to
In the most
sleep for an
obvious spot to
average of
find it, the
4 hours
closet.
per night. I myself sleep
So
for
you
just
two
30
sneak your
minutes per day.
game consoles out as well?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It is all part of
I used to trick my mom whenever she tried to take the Xbox 360. I'd give her the Nintendo Wii. I think I mentioned that before, but I used to always do that.
Would you take a look at my GHS for me? It appears to be broken. What?
Parents could never really tell the difference between certain game consoles or whether it's actually the same or not. They would just take it.
The monsters here are scary too.
It's not that they're stupid. It's just that they're in a far different era than us. That's mainly it. They're in an era where games did not become a thing yet. Technically, they were in technically the same era we were when it came to games too, but they just don't play it. Now, those who become parents now play games. Those who later on became parents now play games because they grew up with that shit, but our parents who were born many years ago and shit like that, way before games became well known all the way don't know about that type of stuff. So it's not that they're stupid, it's just that, it's just that, they're completely different from their kids. It's because they have to work hard all their lives to provide for us. They never had the time to even discover certain things. They never had the time to actually discover games or anything like that. They just never had any personal care for it. That's all. Because, they live in the real world unlike us. I know I'm not supposed to say unlike us, but still. I don't want to say unlike us because of the fact that, we play games and, people can actually make money through streaming certain games and stuff. So, gaming does have a purpose. I knew this shit was going to hit me.
I always feel safe with you around.
Thank you.
That's why when your parents are hard on you and stuff like that, they want you to do fine in life. They don't want you to fuck up and stuff. They don't want you to be on the game your whole lives and stuff. It's okay to still be on games as long as it helps you make money. Do anything you want as long as it helps you make money. But if you can't earn money from games, do something else with your life. That's why whenever I argue with my mom, I always, sometimes there's always a time to stop and actually listen what they have to say, because they're not trying to be dicks, they're trying to really help you. Let's see, I'm supposed to go. Let's see. Yep. Some parents are very secretive and some aren't. As does everybody have responsibility. That's what happens when you get older. You have to start worrying about responsibility. I mean, yeah, I watch a lot of anime, I play a lot of games and stuff like that, but I can at least earn money off of playing my games. Sometimes, most of the time, on the side, while I actually have work and all that shit, which pays a lot too, but but I watch anime while I work. Means I can multitask and finish at the same time. That's why I love my job. Yep. I multitask while I work. Because I have my phone with me all the time, and and my managers don't care if I take that shit out. As long as I'm working and finishing stuff, I can keep my phone up for as long as I want. I have a tab open for every anime episode that I'm watching. Sometimes I shuffle them up when I watch certain animes, and sometimes I don't. But I have tabs opened up so I remember which episode I'm on. And every time I finish an episode, I click on the next episode and leave it there until the next day. I'd rather not get a promotion because it's going to be too much responsibility for me. And I'd rather not have all the bosses breathing down my dick because of that. I want to enjoy my life without having to work so damn hard. Fuck! I keep going this way. Oh my god, dude. Hey, well, as long as the name still sounds the same. I mean, the only difference is that it's got an H on that. I mean, some letters of the name can some letters of the name can be spelled different, but damn, why is the Tales of Vesperia soundtrack popping up in this fight? I didn't even put a Tales of Vesperia DLC on. That's the funny thing.
How uneventful.
They put a Tales of Vesperia boss battle theme popping up. A new foe stands in the way OST. I'm like, that's my favorite Tales of Vesperia boss battle theme too. I love that soundtrack, man.
Oh, finished.
God, man, if you guys are gonna run away. Like,
I always feel safe with you around.
Thank you. That's the kind of person I want to be for my people as well.
Although you could stand to loosen up a bit. I think I...
can't get up here though. Pain in the ass for me. I can't head further in here if I can't even get up there, dude. Like, I think I know a way. Let me see. Forgot why I hated this stage so much. Okay, good. Finally, bro. Fuck.
Whoa, hold up a second. Look at this place. Why don't we take a break to sightsee?
Very well.
Yes!
Hey, Erston!
I imagine I'm not. I certainly feel different. Perhaps this is what it feels like to spend time with friends. Age differences aside, of course. Wait,
Notice them too?
I did. Monsters, planning an ambush.
My last game will be Ultimate Ninja 4.
Let's take care of them.
But just know I'm getting on
Right
it.
around here.
Yes.
Only because I got my lasagna, so I'm going to be
Here they
popping
come.
up SD Gundam Crossrays.
Onward.
Make sure to keep quiet so we're not spotted. Poor adversaries. Was this what you hoped for?
Don't ask me.
Hey, where'd they go?
I don't know, but now's our chance.
Where were you guys?
Just attending to a little business, as Erston might say.
Where'd Kyle go?
What's up, Big E?
Big E?
We're all pretty tight now, yeah? I mean, you're pretty cool, even for an older dude.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Lighten up, Big E.
Yeah, you're gonna dig this.
What's that?
It's a camera. You do know what a camera is, right? We all pooled our money for it.
Oh, a present?
It was Kyle's idea.
Tanner helped pick it out, though.
Isn't that thoughtful?
Let's see. Tanner, scoot right. Perfect. Be right there.
You're part of the gang now, Big E. Don't you forget that.
Well, we better head back soon, shall we?
Wait. Can we make a quick stop at Marksburg? A new GHS model just came out. I gotta get my hands on one. What do you say, Big E? Come on.
If you must.
Alright, SD Gundam Crossrays.